everyone, it's Madison from Page Doodling. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be setting up my July 2022 monthly spreads. My theme for this month is a nautical theme. I knew I wanted to do something that had like red, white, and blue for July, 4th of July here in the United States, and so I settled on a lighthouse theme. And I was super excited and happy with how it turned out, so I'm excited to share that with you. This is my first monthly setup in my brand new Art Journal Olive Journal. I picked this adorable tan one that had this cute little dog on the front. I'm super happy to be able to start using this one. I bought it a while ago, so I was happy to pull it from my stash. If you would like to see how I set up the beginning of this journal, you can check out that video. I'll link it above. I just did it last weekend and I'm also very pleased with how it turned out, so very excited. For this lighthouse, I knew I wanted to do like these waves underneath, so I just did these lots of swirls with a few little splashes of water coming off, and I was very happy with how it turned out. I didn't really know what I was doing going in, but I love how it ended up. And then I chose this really light blue color to color in the waves, and instead of doing multiple colors, I kind of just went over certain spots of the waves multiple times to make it a little bit darker in places to kind of add like that shading effect. I was very pleased with how it turned out. And just a simple cursive at the bottom for the month of July. A very easy cover page, but very pleasing to the eye. Next to this is my quote page, and I decided to do this kind of circular quote, and it reads, "A smooth sea never made a skillful sailor." I thought it was a fun quote, and I decided to put this cute little boat at the top, and I just thought it kind of tied in like the waves, especially because my waves under my lighthouse seem very rogue. They're not a smooth sea at all. So very simple and easy. I just kind of needed something quick for my monthly setup because I was a little bit behind this month because of being on vacation and then having to do my journal setup and then also my July setup as well. So very happy with how it turned out, and it was super easy to do. So this is the first completed spread, my cover page and my quote. I always do these at the beginning, and I'm going to add in a little bit of washi tape here at the end. I have a big stash of washi tape that I get to pick from, and that was one of my goals of 2022, was actually to use more of my washi tape and incorporate them into my spreads more. So I'm very happy that I have been working towards that goal, and love that red and white polka dot tape that I used. Next is my calendar. I love using this 2-page calendar. For a long time I really only used a 1-page calendar, but then I also had another calendar that I would do in my setup for my content scheduling, and then another one as well for like to-do lists and tasks. So I decided to get rid of all those and make just this one big monthly spread, and this has really worked out well for me. My boxes are 6 dot spaces by 6 dot spaces, and so that gives me enough space to add in events and other things that I have to do and remember. And I decided to do, again, a lighthouse. I know it's repetitive on this page, but I really wanted to do those swirly waves all across the bottom, and I thought it turned out really, really cool. And it was so easy and quick to do. I feel like the setup didn't even take me that long at all. Sometimes setups take me a really long time, especially when I do very like doodle heavy ones. And this one, even though it covers a lot of the page, was really easy because I just did the freehand swirls over and over and then just quickly colored it in with that light blue marker. And you can see here where I went back again, like I talked about, adding different layers of the same color to kind of give that more defined look instead of that flat, because I wanted to look more like water. And of course I added a few little birds around my lighthouse because I thought that was fun. Moving on to my next spread, and this is my mood and habit trackers. For my mood tracker, I decided to do this collage of like buoys that you would see down by a dock, and I'm going to color in each of the sections for a different day. I really like doing kind of this compiled mood tracker like this instead of having like 31 individual items. I kind of like having fewer items where you color more different parts in. It's just a little bit cleaner and honestly a lot quicker to set up. Then my habit tracker, I've also kind of changed that a little bit. Instead of writing the numbers out like I normally do, I've done kind of this grid pattern, and I really like that because it's easy to fill in and it just looks a little more aesthetically pleasing, making that cute little grid. At the bottom, I of course added some more of those waves, and I decided to add a little ship again because it was just too cute to not include it again. And I also tried to leave some things white, adding more white space. I always add so much color that it gets to be a little bit overwhelming, so I really tried to kind of make it clean and simple to kind of go with this nautical beach theme. When I think of like nautical, I just think of like clean and white and blue, and so I tried to keep that simple for this spread. Next is my 2 lines a day. This is my form of memory or journal keeping, where I just write 2 lines about my day. I usually try to keep it very positive and more like about events, just so I can look back and be like, wow, what was I doing? It's also a great way for me to reflect on my day and just think more positively and really focus on those positive things. I have this cute little netting up at the top with like a fish and the starfish, just to kind of fill in the corner a little bit. Again, super simple and easy, just to kind of give it a little bit of doodling so it wasn't so bare. I really love these colors. I think I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors in total, and it always helps when you have fewer colors, because for your theme, if you have less, it just seems like it all goes together more. So I always try to limit my color palette to about 4 to 6 colors. Not necessarily always including like a lighter gray color, because I like to use that to highlight lines just to make it a little easier. But this simple color palette really just made everything go together very well. And now we're finally on my first weekly spread setup. This one was super quick as well. I did my favorite boxes and then just added that cute little lighthouse doodle down in the bottom. I will be setting up the rest of my weekly spreads over the next coming weeks. I post those on my Instagram as reels, so if you're interested in seeing what those look like, be sure to head on over to Instagram. My handle is pagedoodling21, and be sure to give me a follow. If you also like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you'd like to receive notifications about future videos that I post. Alright, let's go ahead and take a final flip through from this lighthouse and nautical theme. I really enjoyed the setup. Like I said, it was really easy and very quick. I highly recommend it, especially if you don't really know what you want to do, because it's kind of perfect for July and a summer month. So thank you so much for coming along with me. I really love getting to share my creativity with all of you, and I hope some of the things I do inspire you. Thank you so much for watching. Happy doodling!